Hello. Not going to be a long one tonight because I'm knackered. First day back at work after a week off and starting a new job, so that was all fun and games. So I had a little drift off on the sofa when I got in, and my daughter, I think, she's had a week of late nights and shit with being off at school, and so she passed out as well. It's not like her either. So when I woke her up for tea, she thought I was waking her up for school the next morning. So yeah, not going to be a not long one tonight. There we go. Right. So I've been leaving this running overnight and into today. I think the coverage map is pretty much as full as that's going to be. Quite surprised I got one over the Isle of Man there. That must have just been like a freakish contact. Because I guarantee you that one will drop off. Saying that though, it's got a good spike to northwest there at 9,900. 99. Maybe not. Yeah, that map has really filled out quite nicely now. Yeah, look. 9999. 10 20. 20 to 30. And then from 30 onwards. Huh, interesting. Right. Here we go. Right, I am going to see any activity on the local repeaters. So I'm going to fire up SDR Connect. Forgot to send Skaz this screenshot from last night, so I'm going to send him that quickly now. It was funny. What the hell? 9 Twitch notifications. Oh, God. No. Now we're getting the old fucking Twitch spam. I suspect it's a spam. Yep, there we go. I suspect it's a bot account. Ah. God. There we go. Just had 9 whispers from a random Twitch user. Yeah, it was alright. It's just getting things set up and all that. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. It feels like it's going to be a lot more regimented than because my job, what I was doing before meter reading, was quite what was it? It was quite easy. Well, you could get away with skiving a lot with there. It's not. Yeah, it wasn't like this new job. Sorry, I'm really tired tonight. This new job is a lot more organised, so to speak. You know, if say anything happens to my van and it needs to be repaired, I have to call someone to let them know, and they properly log it against everything that I do and stuff like that. Whereas on my current job, well, my previous job, all I do is give the team leader a call. Yeah, van's knackered. I'm taking it to Great Billing, and literally, I could, just mark it down on the timesheet, half hour, hour and a half, something like that, and get away with skiving a little bit, to be honest with you. You know, the lads all do it because they know it's a boring job. Whereas this new one, it's a lot more. It's very regimented. It's very organised. So it's going to be interesting actually having to work for a living. So yeah. So I'm just trying to send that screenshot. I was meant to send that screenshot to my mate last night where I had like 7 bloody receiver windows all tuned in at once. That was quite funny. There we are. That one. There we go. But yeah, no, it's not too bad. I've got a bit of a. I actually spent yesterday cleaning my van, making sure it was as best I could get it for handing over. This new van I've been given is a right battered heap of crap. Well, it's not. It's okay, but it was really dirty inside, more so than my one. They've actually got a guy coming in to clean it for me, which I've never had a van properly cleaned by the company, so that's how bad it was. And it looks like the guy had gone under a low car park sign and dented the top of the roof by the above the windscreen. So yeah, it looks a bit beaten up, but it's fine. What am I after? 70 centimetres. Here we go. See if those old geezers. Actually, 2 metres. Usually 1 on 2 metres. Oh. I think I've got them there normally. I am on the ye olde Scan King, aren't I? Yep. Just go have a look. I'm considering building a log antenna, a loop on ground as well. I've been thinking about building a loop on the ground. Because obviously, you know, I get all those noise spikes on from the 20-metre band upwards every 30 hertz. Every 30k, sorry. Look, these noise spikes. By all accounts, a loop on the ground antenna should hopefully alleviate them. And that's obviously on both speaker wire antenna and the Scan King. So there's clearly some local electrical noise. That's... Oh no, don't tell me the Balliners. Yep. Speaker wire antenna's fucked. I'm going to have to get a new Ballon. Oh no, is it working now? No, it's working again now. See? It's being stupid. Sometimes it'll... There you go, it's working alright now.
I was 20 when I joined the Air Force, and I was actually just finished with...
See, this is what 160 metres normally looks like. Very quiet, nothing on there. Not sure why the antenna didn't switch over properly this time. It sort of struggled. But I have had a problem with the Ballon in the antenna. I thought I'd bodged it and fixed it, but clearly... Give me a second, I just want to test something. I feel this antenna's not working as well as it should be. Oh no, maybe it is.
Just winding down, ask BBC Sounds to play chill music.
Oh no, it is working. Maybe the SDR was just having a bit of a mad moment. She didn't like switching from the Scan King to the speaker wire antenna. But yeah, I'm thinking if I go for a loop on the ground, in theory, it might solve those noise spikes. Look, there's one up there. Then that one will be at 14,310. 14340. See, every 30. So there's some local electrical noise that's causing this. So I'm thinking maybe a loop on ground may work. Anyway, I wanted to have a look, see if there's anyone on the local repeaters for a minute. But yeah, as I said, new job is, yeah, it's not doing too bad. As I said, I think it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, because I might actually have to work for a living. But I think it'll be good.
Okay there, Glenn. Yeah, good evening. G0GBI, Mike 6 Lee. God's got returning noise, just waiting for the dancing music to finish. Yeah, great. It was nice getting on the net tonight on the HF. I hope my audio is alright, because I've been messing about with settings so much on that radio. But I've just got the incoming the way I want it, so it doesn't give me a headache, but nice and smooth. So I'm pleased about that. It took me about 3 or 4 days to get it just as I want it, but you've got to spend time on these sort of things, don't you, if you want to get it the way you want it.
Stereo amplifier.
I've been away from the radio for a few months. I've got how to use some of it.
Who's that guy? Lobo, LBO5.
But okay, there, I'll keep it short. Back to you there, Glenn. Oh yeah, good evening, Alfie. Nice to hear you. G0GBI, Mike 6 Lima Whiskey Oscar.
Mike 6 Lima Whiskey Oscar, G0GBI. Yeah, okay there, fine business, Tony.
Is it?
M7 RWL, G0GBI.
Alright, yeah.
M7
Just stereo audio amplifier, I was going to say. I didn't realise there was stereo amplifiers for the radio. Oh, that must just be a marker beacon.
And it's sorted, so yeah, it's good that it's working.
This is the young guy again.
Yeah, I'll pass it back to G0GBI from M7 RWL. 7 RWL, G0GBI. Yeah, fine business there, Alfie there.
Quite a quiet signal though.
G0GBI listening.
They're not coming in on the speaker wire. Or very faint. See, it's a strong signal, but it's not a loud signal. They're quite faint. And I've got my volumes actually turned up. I suppose for you guys, because I've got you basically hard limited, you're probably getting this normal same volume as normal.
Do you know crazy things, Glenn, what I've worked out? And if I put the central heating on, and because it's cold, my bill the money just goes. But if I put the oven on and leave the oven on, it hardly uses any gas and it warms up the bungalow. So I'm just going to start doing that because it's cheaper. Because I noticed that at Christmas when I had
Okay, I'll have a look at what frequencies on.
meats for the kids and that, hardly used any gas. But as soon as I put the heating on, bang, it goes like unbelievable, just rapidly down there. And yeah, back to you there, Glenn. G0GBI, Mike 6 Lima Whiskey Oscar. Excuse my voice.
Yeah, okay there, Tony. Well, I've got it's a triple bar gas leader in the
7047.5. I'll have a look at that in a minute.
I'll shut it down to less than 1, and that keeps it going hot. But it does bring, if I run
That's
it
20 metre band, isn't it?
I think it's equivalent.
No, it isn't. That's 40 metre. There's some FT whatever. But it's... Oh, wait a minute. It's upper sideband. That's the frequency he's on. Let's see. Let's see if we can get him, shall we? Not found him yet, but I am starting to get people coming through. Let's get the map open. It's quite a strong FT4 signal, this is. Let's have a look. I've got M004 FM. I've got a few English ones, but I haven't got M0K and M. Let me change to this Europe map, because it doesn't look like we're getting anything from stateside. Not too dopey. Isle of Man. Oh, there you go. Shaggy too dope. Insane Clown Posse fan, this dude is. That's quite a modest little shack he's got. It looks nice. See, if I was to have a Radio Shack and do transmit, and that would be something that I might be able to get away with the wife. Little antenna, little shack. That being said, I also don't know if I'd want a shack though, because it doesn't happen very often, but I've known it on, what, 2 occasions since I've lived in this house, or maybe 3, that the garages at the back of the, on the back private road have all been broken into. Luckily, mine got ignored, because mine's just a dumping ground. They take one look at mine and they see it's like a landfill, and they're like, oh, fuck that, I'm not going to bother. Little do they know I've got quite a powerful weed whacker in there and edge cutter. But it's buried under so much shit, it kind of puts people off, if that makes sense. Let me mute the FT8 audio, or FT4 I should say. Oh, excuse me. I can't believe it's too dopey. So he must be quite a young dude. Saying that, I've been into radio since the 1980s, unless he was a kid. When I was into radio, listening to it in the 1980s. Wait a minute, why is it? I just wanted to look at the picture. Oh, okay, whatever. Didn't want to actually download it, but, you know. But it's probably the youngest QRZ profile I've seen. It's got to be. I'm also amazed that he got a call sign of too dopey. That's pretty cool. Alright. Man, there's so many fucking rules. It's like having a driving license, this shit is. You know, so you can't have someone with a entry level license, a foundation license, using the radio, even if they're supervised by someone with an advanced license, unless they're booked on their fucking exam date. All of these fucking rules and regulations just put me right off. I'm still not fine. Oh no, there he is, M0K&M. I've got him. He's just come in. M0K&M. He's talking to a geezer in Germany. Wonder why the Malahite can do FT8 but not FT4. They sound almost identical to me. Seems odd that it can do one and not the other. Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, at least it can do FT8 and CW. That's pretty cool. Oh, hello. Ooh. I might try for 19. I don't think I'll get it, but I might try. Means 18 is probably already here. Yeah. Right. Don't think I'm going to find it, but we'll see. Right, the pass is starting now. Here we go. Yeah, so a teletext. It's basically it's called radio teletype, and it basically is just a way of sending text out. I showed you the other day. I can do it again in a minute. I'll decode the Pinberg weather again for you. That's RTTY. That's a good one to calibrate it on. But amateur, I've never found any amateur radio guys using it. I've seen military ones. There's an encoded one from the Dutch Navy, PBB and Den Helder. I found that one. And yeah, the Pinberg weather stations. But supposedly amateurs do use it, so. Well, have a look at a minute then. Oh shit, it's not even started. There you go. Although FL Digi seems to do a better job. It looks like it's picking something up. Let's have a look. I mean, that's clearly something it's picking up. That does look like the beginnings of the images I see in this. Right, got fade in. There we go, Skanking's got it now. Oh, that reminds me, I need to set my weather facts up. I've adjusted the sound card calibration, but it's now out of whack. I wonder. curious as to whether oh, right. Don't think you can decode it on the porter pack. Curious as to whether the hack RF could decode this weather sat on the porter pack. Yeah, it's not doing it. In fact, it's got worse since I moved the skanking to the roof, which is bizarre. Here we go. 19's coming in now. Right, it's just heading over Algerian now. So the fact I'm getting it is quite good. That being said, the south, my antenna does have a good view south. Excuse me. Gain is 59 on that. Oh, it goes up to 77. That's why it receives about the same, man. 4285 RTTY. There we go. 75 and 850. That's what it should look like. So I'll try and get that in a minute. Right. Lost everything at the moment. Right, Skanking's working better today. I need a 3-port coax switch. I think they're going to be fucking stupidly expensive. Ah, if I can see it. Yeah, I've got a CX201. That cost me 30 quid. I need a 3-port. It's going to be that thing at 60. Oh no, that's expensive. 54. I don't even know if that's going to be any good. I know the one I've got is pretty decent. I've got a fucking bad boy there. Might just be easier to put a switch in front of a switch. Or just manually fucking undo and swap the antennas. Because I'm thinking of a loop on ground. Why don't they do a 3-port version of that? That'd be great. That's what I want. Hey, look, stuff happening. We seeing stuff yet? I hear it. I hear it clear as day. Now you guys can hear it. Here we go. It's on the scan ping. Yeah. Come on, apps decoder. It's there. It's strong. Here we go. It's not even near us yet, which is good. It's got potential to get even stronger. Come on. Decode it. Decode it. Do something. I haven't seen that go green in the last few times, actually. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no. As I said, FL Digi looks like it's getting something more than this. This looks like it needs a bloody strong signal. FL Digi looks like it can try and create something out of crap. I mean, that's definitely what these pictures look like, because if this fires up, you will see something that looks very similar on this. The few lines it actually does pick up. Max elevation is going to be in 50 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Just going into my weak spot where the aeroplanes are, so it might not get much. I might get a big chunk there. It's not going to do it, is it? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Speaker wire's getting it now. Lovely and strong as well. Come on! Go green, you piece of fucking shit. It's not getting it. Damn it! All this frustration over a fucking shitty satellite picture. It's not because it's even that interest, it's more just because I want to see if I can. Clearly I can't. Ah, there it goes, it's fucked off now. Northwest, that's my... There it goes, it's gone. Right, let's fuck this off. As I said, I don't know why I get so fucked off with it really, because I know that I'm not going to receive it. I've came close a couple of times, it started doing it. And I've never managed to get it to start doing it again now. So, I don't know, maybe weather conditions or something. Right, anyway, speaker wire antenna, 4285, upper sideband. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's not that ours, is it? Oh, maybe it's not broadcasting, so let's find Himberg. Man, there's a lot of radars and shit going off this time. Was that 4285? Yeah, 42. Ah, yeah, it's a Stanag mode then. Radio teletype. 4683, let's try that. Nothing there. What's this? Oh, hello. That was something. $42.50. Nah, we'll go look. We'll look for the we'll look for Pinburg. So it's near the Russian buzzer. Hey, they're trolling the buzzer again. And Pinburg is this one here. Lower sideband. What we need to do is switch her to RTTY 50 board. And then I have to line it up, but you don't have to do it, I don't think. So Tim, 4584 lower sideband. I've just got it on the small 1.8K filter, but you could put whatever filter you need on. And then it's RTTY 50 board. This is just broadcasting its call sign out for the minute. Bear with me a second, my bedroom door swung open. I haven't got a clue. I just set it to 50 board as I don't know where the option to choose shift is on here. I just select 50 and it works. I guess now because you know it's 50, you've already done it at half the battle. I think 75 maybe. Let me have a look. Yeah, it doesn't say any. Right, give me a second. So, radio teletype. You have got RTTY 175. Right, so shift. Let's have a look. It just says 50. Well, so I know this is 50. 200 hertz, is that an option? Oh, no. No, that's not it, sorry. Right, let's have a look. Ah, shift. There you go. It is plus 225 hertz. Try plus or minus 225. Because we're on DDK2 here, so it's 50 baud plus or minus 225. Yeah, same shit, different day, mate. I'm just helping Tim here get his Malahite set up for our TTY decoding. Well, according to this, it's plus or minus 225. So if you've got 200 or 445, I would go 200. But it's 225 according to this. This is the one we're on, which is 50 baud plus or minus 225. If you don't have the option for 225, go for whatever's closest to it, I would say. Nah, try 200. So I thought you said you got this working the other day when we were trying it the other day. Ah, 200 works. There you go. So is it coming in now? Lower sideband 4384. And are you just seeing it, giving it the RY and telling it its frequencies? Hello, tiny cat. Right. I am going to, because I need to set up the weather facts because I calibrated the sound card. But since I calibrated the sound card, its slant is now off. Don't eat my headphone wire, you little fuzzy shit. Ah, no worries. At least it's easy enough to factory reset then, by the looks of it. Ooh. Yeah, I suspect I'll be like that if and when I get one. Give me a second, I'll mute this so you're not hearing squeals. See, what I'm looking for on this is there's usually a black line that goes down the left side, and it's meant to be arrow straight. So I have to mess with the tilt control that's here to line it up. Now, I've calibrated the sound cards using the time signal and some frequency shift setting. So it should receive it a lot better, which it does appear to be doing. But I just need to get the slant set up. Yeah, I know it's most definitely a when. Oh, if you're not here earlier, Scaz, I'm thinking of building a loop on ground antenna for shits and giggles. I'm not. It'll be a third antenna. I won't take down speaker wire antenna. I'll just get another new elect Ballon for like 15 quid. I won't get the one in the case because it's not worth it. I'll stick it in little waterproof electrical box you can get for 2 quid. And then literally I'm going to run it around the garden on the ground because that might solve those noise spikes I get on 20 meters and above. Now I wish, mate, I wish. I ain't got the money at the moment. Still paying off the SDR I've got now. Although I've only got one more of them. I tell you what, that might actually be. There's the line I got to try and straighten up. That might actually be straight already. I got a rough guesstimate of it the other day, but then the fucking fax stopped broadcasting and then didn't start again. See that arrow, that line there, the one that's coming down. That's what I'm trying to align to make straight with the tilt control here. So I'm gonna have to probably wait for the second lot of broadcast for it to come in, the 2048 one, and it'll be my luck that this is where it doesn't broadcast. Yeah, no new job celebratory gifts now at the moment. Oh, wait a minute, is that slightly off? Oh no. 30. Nah, it's tilting slightly there. Let me shift that. There you go, try 32. A 0.0032 on the tilt. It's coming in lovely and strong. But realistically, you're not meant to adjust these settings while you, otherwise it ruins while you're receiving it because it'll ruin that one you receive, if that makes sense. I'm wondering if 35 might get it. But hopefully, once I've got this set up, the second transmission will come in and be arrow straight and auto align itself as well. Because I had the tilt set to like minus 90 or minus 900 or something the other day. I mean, it is looking clear. And that is a beautifully strong signal coming in for it to work with as well. Scaz, when you get your hack RF, if you can, I expect you to put a fucking put the WeatherFax decoder on the hack RF porter pack, and yeah, put a WeatherFax decoder on there and sit there and decode the WeatherFax. Oh my god, Twitch ban actioned an account that was being a spam bot. I noticed my Twitch had 9 notifications. Some weird spam bot was saying, "Do you want to play a game with me? Add my Discord." I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no thanks. I want to know what this is. This is some RTTY as well, it sounds like. Just waiting, because there should be a 2048 broadcast, so it should be... I should have got the settings set up now. So this should come in crystal clear and arrow straight. Here we go. We'll see now. Nice. Nice. You've ordered it then. All you need now is a new Elec Ballon 9.1 and some speaker wire, and go to the local park and set yourself up a little antenna with it. Right, here we go. Well, it's looking clear already. Have I got the tilt set now? I always seem to have to manually align it though. It always seems to receive it slightly over. If I put a -30 on the alignment, it seems to line up. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, this one's a bit noisy tonight. I'm more interested in whether this black line down the side is arrow straight now. That's what I'm keeping an eye out for. I'm gonna say it's close. Ah, is it drifting? Is it drifting? Have a look. I may have it now. Oh, wait a minute. Give it more RF gain. I think I've got that. I think that's quite straight now. I think it's just a bit noisy tonight because of the it's starting to get a bit crackly. Not that you guys can hear it because I muted it. So though, that's looking a lot better. It's looking quite nice now. That line is rather straight. So I think I've got it. The problem I was having before is it would receive, and then every now and again it would just jump. So it'd receive an arrow straight line, and then it would jump, and so it looked like the image was broken. So you'd have a nice top chunk which was crystal clear, then like a middle chunk that was shifted over, and then the bottom chunk would be back where it originally was, if that makes sense. So I calibrated the sound card. It took me about half an hour to do, because you have to tune into the time frequency and monitor a scope and calibrate it with regards to like if the scope's tilted one way, you got to adjust it a certain way. If you tilt it, if it's tilted the other way, and mine was almost bang on. It was almost arrow straight my scope when I was adjusting it, but I managed to just fine tune it that little bit better, and all because I could, not because I really needed to. It's just because I could. That's looking better though. Ignoring the graininess because of the noise, it's getting late now. This signal starts to get weaker around this time, and then they start broadcasting out on 2618.5 because this signal starts dropping. So though, that's looking quite good. I said I like the weather facts because for me it's something nostalgic about it. I said it takes me back to my late nights in the control room when we're on the surface, sailing out, receiving it. The boat rocking and rolling. Yeah, I miss those days sometimes. Well, I've only had the SDR for about a month, but in terms of just general radio and stuff, I've been into it for years, ever since I was a kid. I was DXing it before I even realised it was called DXing. You know, with FM stations though, but I put like a speaker wire antenna up around the bedroom, around my bedroom as a kid. It went up the wall and around the top of my bedroom for the entire loop, and I was picking up radio stations which were well over 100 miles away in stereo. Now, bear in mind, FM's only got a range of about 40 miles, and unless you got one of the national stations that are broadcast from multiple locations, and yeah, it was so that, and then like at night when medium wave, when like at night you'd get all the weird Spanish stations or the Portuguese ones coming in. It used to just, I don't know, it used to always make me feel like I just like I'm listening to something I shouldn't be listening to. And like when I was a kid, I used to live in Lowestoft, which is right on the coast there, the most easterly point in the UK. And on an indoor TV antenna, I was picking up Dutch TV. I couldn't. It was weird because you guys use a different, well, analog broadcast standard. You guys used to use a different analog broadcast standard to us. So I could either get the picture of your TV channels really clear but have no audio, or get the audio really clear but have no picture. But you're in the summer when the atmospheric pressure and all that was just right. I could pick Dutch TV channels used to interfere with BBC One. Our BBC One in Lowestoft used to get big black bars that used to go up and down the up and down it, and that was because the Dutch TV channel was coming in. And then my old man had a satellite dish on a motor, and he had this fucking cool skybox that when you change the channels, the satellite dish in the back garden would go and adjust, and then you'd change the channel again, it would go and this satellite dish was fucking huge. I think most people had like 60 centimeter or 80 centimeter dishes, something like that, back in the analog days. I think my dad's dish was like 1.5 meters nearly. It was fucking enormous on this giant pole in the back garden, a huge motor assembly. My old man was so cheap, didn't pay for Sky at all. I envy the guy. He actually borrowed a laptop from work years ago just to run a decryption program for Sky TV. He used to plug it into the old viewing card slot. Had it this fucking circuit board that went in the viewing card slot and a fucking wire dangling off it. It used to go into this laptop that used to sit in the TV cabinet with the screen open because if you shut the screen, it went to sleep. And yeah, that laptop would just run Sky decryption software. And it's like, for fuck's sake. It would have probably just been easier to pay for it. And then rather than pay for Sky, there's a dodgy satellite guy down in Lowestoft called Wade's. And he's still there, believe it or not. He's still doing well. And he used to sell DMAC, which was the Swedish and Scandinavian satellite service. And he used to get that for dirt cheap as well. It was much cheaper than regular Sky. And you'd go in there every month, get your viewing card uploaded with a new fucking code, go home, put that in. And even though it was Swedish, they used to play British movies and TV shows. English movies and TV shows, but with just Swedish subtitles at the bottom. So, you got all the latest movies and stuff. It was quality. But yeah, so ever since like my old man with his satellite dishes and then at my mum's house, because my mum and dad separated when I was a very young child. At my mum's house, she just had the analog satellite receiving the 3 channels. And as I said, I used to know how to reposition the dish. So when mum used to go out shopping or whatever, I used to go hang out the bedroom window, just nudge the dish around to get the German softcore porn channels. Bear in mind, I was like 13, 14 at the time, so seeing a woman on TV jiggling her tits about was the fucking greatest thing ever. And then when I knew when mum was about to come home, I'd go up and just pull the dish back to where it was, just to get the Astra 2D, which is what we had. So yeah, I've been into that for ages, and then I was a sonar operator to begin with in the Navy, and then I changed over to become a weapon engineer, and I worked with the comms department, but because I was only a junior rate, it was more internal comms, so telephone systems and the walkie-talkies. If I'd have stayed in longer and got promoted to a senior rate level, then I could have worked on all the transmission equipment of the boat. But hearing things like the weather facts coming in like this just makes me nostalgic for, as I said, going out. We're on the boat, on the surface. You've got officer to watch up there on the bridge lookout, and you go down to the control room. You hear the weather facts chiming away in the corner, hearing the paper being printed out. And it was, yeah, the control room in red lighting mode. Another officer on the periscope having a looking around, another officer up top. And it was just, yeah, I miss the sea. I've said to the wife, when I die, I just, when you fucking put me in the oven, take my ashes to the sea and dump them in the sea. Because I said I grew up near the sea, and then I served in the Navy for 6 years. I think the sea's kind of almost in my blood. I kind of feel a bit weird being so far inland at the moment. Ooh, what's all this noise? I've seen this come in a few times over the last couple of days. Tim, can you do me a favour? Can you tune into this frequency I'm on your Malahite and tell me if you see those noise spikes? Just really weird. They've just come in all of a sudden. I'll check Barney's SDR. Hello, Snowzuck. How's it going, mate? There's just weird noise coming in. It's just coming all of a sudden there. It was nice and clear a minute ago. This guy's quite close to me, so that's why I use his SDR to double check mine. Because I know that if he's having if he's seeing the same thing as me, then its chances are it's more atmospheric. No, he's not seeing it. That's really weird. There's just 1, 2, 3. Let me switch over. I think the Scan King's noise floor will just hide it. No, it's a little bit there and there and there. No, they are still there. How weird. Are you seeing that, Tim? Just just out of curiosity. I'm not seeing it on thingies, Barney's. Let me just check his RSP1A. Because he's got an RSP1A here. Which is the same I'm running. Oh crap. Stanag. Oh, has he got something? He might have something actually there as well. Oh, he's divided it into bands. I can't see exactly. Yeah, I can't go low enough on his. That's frustrating. Oh no, wait a minute. So that is broadcast 60 meters. Let's have a look at. Yeah, it's what I'm thinking, but it's just weird that it's come on all of a sudden. I've seen it a couple of times recently. That's why I'm thinking of putting a loop on ground antenna just to see if that makes a difference. Because I get noise spikes on the 20-meter band and above, and they're really annoying. Every 30 kilohertz are just a noise spike. See, Barney's not getting any of that. So yeah, they're just come in. They're pissing me off a bit. But yeah, look, these are what I want to get rid of on the old 20-meter band. Oh, cool! I've got an American who's coming in crystal clear. I want a call sign because I bet this guy's got a fucking antenna farm like all the other Americans I find. And I can't hear the guy going back to him. Oh, Martin, your signal is crystal clear, mate. One of the strongest signals I've had from the States. Oh, he's gone now. Hmm. So noise there. That's why I'm thinking a loop on ground might work quite well, because these big noise spikes every 30k. So look, you've got 219, 4979. So that is something nearby, and that is on both antennas as well. Luckily, I can usually tune around them, but then you get someone like that just broadcasting right on. Ah, that guy's got a fucking antenna farm for all farmlands and woods. He hasn't got an animal farm or a vegetable farm. He's got an antenna farm. You can guarantee it. For him to have a signal that good. Right, yeah, fucking doing my nut in. There was a signal there. Let me. Oh no, 1 minute. Got the wrong. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't unmute it, did I? Dang it, sorry. I keep forgetting to do that. I mute it when there's a bloody digital tone. Let me just get this noise spike got rid of. There we go. That's better. Sorry, I keep forgetting to unmute it when I'm like receiving a digital tone. I've had people mention, saying that when I'm listening to and trying to decode something digital, all them squeals are quite painful to listen to. I suspect he's there. Let me just get rid of this. Yeah, I've got him. I do love those notch filters. Those assignable notch filters are the best thing about this bit of software. I mean, that's gone from being a complete unlistenable mess to now being able to just about hear this dude coming in.
Okay, Gus. Well, thank you so much for giving me a call. You know, it's always great to talk to you, and appreciate what you do to all the trouble you go through to join us. And I hope you have a great time out there on the shores of the Rhine. Maybe we'll talk to you a little bit later. I hope maybe the conditions on 40 later will be okay, but we'll have to see. I've had a lot of noise today, not just QRM, not just my QR Nancy was up to 5.9, was up to 9, that's 9 a little bit ago, but it's dropped back down some now. I wouldn't have been able to hear you then, but I can now because it's dropped back down. Thank you very much, Gunter, and take care. Delta Kilo 5, Oscar November Victor Portable from November 4, Whiskey Foxtrot uniform. Thank you, back to next.
Oh. I wanted to see an American dude with huge antenna farms.
Oscar will be clearing it. Good evening.
I can only hear one way.
Kilowatt 2, Tango, Romeo, Delta.
There we go, that's more like it. Man, there's some old school pieces of equipment. That looks nice, though. You can see, the Americans, man, they always go mad with their antennas. But then again, you can buy what looks like a mansion of a barn for probably the same as what it costs for a fucking 2-bed semi over here. Man, look at the size of that. And he looks like he's got that on a motor so he can spin it as well. In fact, he's got two of the bastard things and a fucking vertical next to him. Are they turkeys in his garden?
Oscar November 6, Papa Lima, Kilowatt 2 Tango Romeo Delta. You're still
Oh man, that sucks.
over S9. Where you had the beam, you were peaking 20 dB over S9. Also.
Mad, isn't it, when fucking...
It didn't make a difference when you turned it, but I seen your signal go down as it was turning. So I was picking you up even though you were beaming the other way.
Oh, bloody hell. Typical American. Has to have something gun-related in his car. Fucking revolver gear stick. They love their firearms in America, don't they? Ha 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 ha. I've seen that one on someone else's page.
Roger, roger. Yeah, the signals are great tonight. Very wide open. Yeah, usually I jump on there, try to get on 17 meters and stuff like that when I get home and see if it's still open, because usually I pick up Japan this time of the evening time on 17 meters. So Japan will be coming on pretty soon there, probably in the next hour or two.
I've never had a... There's nothing on 17 meters here. Just pure noise for me. Let's have a look at 15 meters. That looks like a radar. That looks like China Radio International or some shit. There is something there though.
I don't think it's just me. You don't keep your voice peaks up high enough around the box. It must.
Right, as I say, I'm going to listen to the local repeater, see if those old guys are there.
I got real good audio reports so far.
The audio's not too bad, mate. I can hear it. Won't get you now to switch over to the Scan King. Ooh. I wonder if cable tying the Road King to the fucking tree might work. I've got a 10 metre fucking SO239 or PL259 cable. Right, anyway, that's why I'm on the wrong fucking and I'm not with it tonight. Tired. Oh, so we've got local repeater action there. Holy shit, there's two of them on! Ooh!
Yeah, that'd be a great thing, wouldn't it? That'd be really sound.
good journey, mate. Nice to speak to you. Bye for now. Oh, that's grand. So this is Golf 8 Victor Quebec November. Good night there, Dave.
Golf 8 Victor Quebec November. No. Oh, that's right. Golf 8 Victor Quebec November. Oh look, Northampton and Tring. There you go. Right, so let me mute that one.
But I will pass it back to Tony there. G1RBO from M0II.
I like being able to tune into multiple bands at the same time. It's quite good.
3PI.
G1RBA with a long pause. Yeah, right. I'll do a quick over. Right, I'm going to trump you your tinnitus in your ear. I've got tinnitus in my right ear, which is a whistle. And a few months back in the summer, I walked in front of a PA speaker in a pub gig, and my left ear went crack, and I lost about 70% of it, and now it's gone to 80%. I've lost 80% hearing in my left ear, and I'm going to trump you because I've got rushing water, like when you listen to the shell, you've got a rushing water sound. I've got that in your left ear, quite loud. Then
Oh.
I've got tinnitus, a slight ring in my right ear. So, yeah, I'll trump you. So anyway, yeah, I'd like to know what all them computers are about, Ian. Over to you, sir.
Beep.
Fake Sierra Alpha returning. Yeah, guys, Melvin.
I don't think that one's going to come back alive, but I keep an eye on it.
And which became Philips eventually, Philips Telecom. Then it was taken over by another little company. But anyway, the PI at the time had a contract to maintain all the police communications in Kuwait for the whole country, basically. And that was me with a bank of radios at one of the main points where all the links came.
I'm wondering if that's
UHF
Northampton.
links. And you can't see it from there, but there's a lot more equipment than that, and there's an exchange which the radio links into, so they could use like a landline telephone which actually went through the radio system. But that's what that is, Melvin. I don't know, I'll hand it back to Tony from Golf 8 Sierra Alpha Alpha.
Golf 8 Sierra Alpha Alpha.
G1RBO, I'm pretty sure we've talked to you.
Ah, Cambridge.
In the 80s.
Northeast of the city of Cambridge.
Okay. And I used to go to a lot of the junk sales and stuff at my headquarters. Yeah, I remember that. I'm sure we must have met.
That's not a local repeater. Oh, no, Cambridge 777. Ah, it's not even on there. Glamorgan, that's Wales. Folkestone? No. The guy says he lives outside of Cambridge. There's no local repeater on that frequency. How weird.
That's my claim to fame. Tony Thompson Flamingo. You look that up on Google. That's me. Back to you, Captain Melvin.
Yeah, 145750.
M0IID returning. Thanks. It's a lovely flower.
M0IID.
I will have to look that one up.
Nothing.
Just like I was saying, I was just nosy. I was just looking at your QRZ page there, and I noticed at the bottom there your other hobbies, and one of them is metal detecting. I've done a little bit in my time, but I don't get a chance to these days. But you can't help yourself when you're watching YouTube videos. And there was a guy who had
YouTube videos is what got me into fucking SDRing, mate. So
cannonball, and hadn't been used, and it still had the like an aluminium tie and fuse in it. And all the lead balls still in it, so we dismantled it and cleaned it up and using it as a showpiece. But it was fascinating, just the metal detecting side of it, and also the deconstruction of the cannonball and how they worked. And just a little bit of odd fact. You know, we use the word shrapnel for, you know, when you are injured by a piece of flying metal. It was mainly down to a German scientist who had developed exploding cannonballs. So his name stuck to that. What a claim to fame. But anyway. Right. I'll put it back to you there, Tony. And with a slight pause in case anybody else would like to join in. G1 RBO from M0IID.
bop, bop. Yeah, the squelch is working.
That's interesting. Things you learn on the radio. Gavin, no, he's not joining us. He's sorting his son out. He'll probably come on much
It's the
later.
kind of stuff Scaz listens to, the local repeaters.
He sent me a WhatsApp. We have a little WhatsApp group going, a DMR crew WhatsApp group going, so we can answer questions and post stuff about DMR. That's and it's kind of cool. Yeah, by all means, if you want to talk directly to Ian, by all means, I'll pass it over to you, Ian, and then you pass it back, and you and Melvin have a bit of a chat, because it looks like you're having a conversation there. Back to you, Ian. I don't know whether I assume it was the English Civil War cannonball, but it might be the American Civil War. But yeah, I didn't know that about shrapnel. That's interesting where the name came from, Melvin. But yeah, I do enjoy the metal detecting, and I do enjoy fly fishing. You'll see fly fishing down there as well. And fly fishing and metal detecting, in some respects, there's similarities, because you never know when the float goes down, you don't know whether you're going to get a decent fish or not. It's like when the detector beeps, you don't know whether you're going to have something decent underneath the detector there. But yeah, interesting about your professional career there, Tony, with the IT stuff.
Right, let's see if the Tring guys are on. Someone's on. Ooh, lovely. Let me. Oh, it's muted. Oh, is this a DMR one? Oh. I haven't got any way to decode DMR at the moment. It's a lot of faffing. That's a DMR. I don't think I've got it anymore. I Give me a second. Let me squelch this. I need to look for something called DSD Plus. But I need a way of... Right, download. Bear with me. Oh, why is the DSD Plus not downloading? Oh, there we go. Bear with, I can't see chat at the moment because I'm installing shit. Or trying to. Code execution cannot be run because lane DLL was not found. Because you have to download those separately, don't you? Bloody fucking thing. Why can't things be packaged? DSD plus bloody things. DSPD plus digital decoder. This is a DMR decoder. Download. Oh, fuck off. DSD plus, download. And I need DLL files. I don't know why they couldn't just be included with the fucking app. Especially if you're hosting them on the same bloody site. Normally you don't include a certain file with the app because you got to get it from somewhere else. So let me have a look. How do I do this? Copy them. I assume paste them in the DSD Plus directory. I ain't got a clue. Paste. Right, now let's try loading it again and see what happens. Just as they fucking go offline. Hey, look, stuff's working. Yay! DSD Plus. Oh God, source audio. Here we go. Oh, come on, start speaking again. Bloody things. Oh God, what am I doing? Source. Oh, fucking command line, man. Hello, input device, broadcast stream mix. There we go. That's alright, it's got to set up. But now they fucking stopped broadcasting. Damn it. Damn you motherfuckers. Damn it, start broadcasting again. I want to see if it decodes. Typical. I finally get a fucking decoder that might actually do it, although I'm not sure how I'm going to mute the data stream behind the voice because it's being sent over from the Legion to the streaming PC. But if I mute that, yeah. There's probably some way of doing it, but I'm going to have to completely change all my audio setup, aren't I? Because it needs to receive the audio from the Legion to be able to hear it, to then decode it into the voice and then put it back out. And because I've got it's the broadcast stream mix, you're going to get both. I don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out, but that's DMR. And they bloody stopped broadcasting. Damn you, you fucking fucks. I hate when that shit happens. Fucking fucks. Why you stop broadcasting, eh? Is it because you knew I was going to be able to hear your secret conversation? Like that's some dude on the internet. He's broadcasting. He's going to fucking hear our secret talks. Damn it. Right. There's those geezers on the 2 metre. They're still chatting away.
That's going to be a job for me to sort out, no doubt. Yeah, and you're right, Melvin, about the... I never thought about that, about the fire teaching and...
What's this? Ah! That sounds like DMR. Is it DMR? Right, let me open the DMR decoder again. This sounds like a digital frequency. Are we going to hear something? Are we going to hear something? We've got a source audio. We've got a little thing going. Oh. DMR, MS data. Oh! Yes! Audio! The bloody noise stream is too loud. But you can hear noise. You can hear people speaking. Thanks for the follow, CGREU. I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
And so, you are coming to Japan with a clear audio, and I'm pleased Mata, M for Mary, A for Alpha, S for Sierra, A for Alpha. I repeat, M for Mary, A for Alpha, S for Sierra, A for Alpha.
I'm glad I got
And the
that.
time here in Japan is 6:34 a.m.
No way!
6:34 a.m. on Tuesday morning.
Have you read that, Staz? This is some dude from Japan. How the fuck is this
Now
happening?
back to you. L5 KBK L5 kilo extra kilo. This is L1 double L over.
How the fuck have I got a digital signal from some dude in Japan? At like 4 a.m? No. That's fucking quality, that was.
L5 KBK? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you calling me? So that's the response.
Ah, nice. I need to find a way of separating the data and the digital sound. Because can you hear the digital? You can hear it in the left ear. But this is some dude from Japan, man. I don't know how the fuck this is working. He's got to be sending that through the internet. It has to be sent through the internet. Especially on 2 meter band. 2 meter band. So yeah, this is what's called a DMR signal. So
this is J1WLQ, period, Alpha 1, Whiskey, Lima, Quebec, period, Alpha 1, 7 Whiskey, Lima,
dude from Japan.
period,
Did you hear that?
Alpha 1,
That's fucking
double
brilliant.
Whiskey.
So yeah, so this is basically what's called a digital mode radio. I think that's what it stands for, DMR. And so when you broadcast, you've got AM, which
Now,
is obviously
stand by
amplitude
and
modulation. Single sideband, either upper or lower, which is the amplitude modulation just divided in half. Then you got FM, narrow, medium, and wide. And then in recent days, they've moved to a digital signal, which is more robust. And that horrible noise you're hearing in the background, that sounds like a 56k modem. When you back in the olden days, when you used to pick up the handset and you used to hear this. This is just a digital data, and I'm able to decode it. Yeah, digital. Is it digital mobile? Digital mobile radio.
I have to show you who is in the screen of my radio, so I just wanted my, if I'm correct in call sign M0LXM. This is J1WQ. Over to you again.
Holy shit! I can't believe this is working. Have I got the digital noise down enough for you guys to be able to hear the voice now clearly over it?
Sorry that I dropped out there. I hope that you're receiving me this time, over.
I think this might work. If I can keep the volume on this really low, and you can hear then the voices. Can you hear the voices?
Yes. L0LXM. This is JA1WLQ. From Tokyo, Japan. Thank you very much for your call. You are coming to Tokyo, Japan.
Give me a second. Digital Radio Mondial is the broadcast radio. There's something called DMR. Give me a second. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to just overlay it over the top.
I repeat, Mary.
I'm just going to call it window capture. Give it a second.
Is my name, and the time here is 6:39 a.m.
Ah, it's not working. You can't see the Windows terminal.
Tuesday morning, February 27th. February 27th. So back to you. L0 London X-ray Mike. This is JA1WLQ.
Ah, you can't see it, I'm afraid.
Meet you on the radio. Back to
A1 WLQ and 0LXM. Hello, Master.
It is quite quiet.
In Hakata is Nasito, so I am familiar with your name.
Oh no, there you go, stream rig. Oh wait, yes, wait a minute. I've done it, there you go, I've got it.
And I am located about 50 kilometres south of London, where it is currently
Oh no. I screwed up them. I muted it thinking I could mute it in the headphones, so I'll have to have it on, but I can mute it for you guys. So I'm just waiting for it to decode again. I'm waiting for his transmission to end and the new one to begin, because I've managed to cause a load of errors to come through. Give me a second. I'm just going to...
L0LXM, MXM, this is DA1WLQ, from Tokyo, Japan.
Tokyo, Japan, man.
Thank you for your introduction.
You should have the audio. It's in the left ear. Streaming. Yeah, software says no. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, I have to listen, but I can turn it down. I can hear his voice now over it quite nicely. Give me a second. I'm going to do just a desktop capture. I'm just going to get rid of some crap. And you'll see how I'm decoding it. Yeah, from Tokyo, man. I don't know how the fuck I'm receiving this. This has to be going through the internet. It has to be. Because there's no way he can be on a 2-meter band being out of broadcast to Britain. Give me a second. I'm just going to do desktop capture from the... it's display capture, isn't it? Yeah, display capture. Right, so you can see that. That's just gone over the top. This is what the stream PC is seeing. So if I now fire this up... That's what's being decoded.
Way of the illumination. That's my question. And yes, there are Masa is very popular naming shows for various names like Masa.
It looks fucking
My name is
complex as fuck, but it's working.
Masa Hero or something. It's a complete first name of Jack.
If I turn the volume up, you can see the waveform.
So we call it my name is Masa. It shows. Well, anyway, just to please is my working conditions. I am running the ST5D on PDA function. So the medium is connected with PC directly, and PC is not connected with Internet. It is fine, but I still get or some weed in the time. And
No, she couldn't. Well, I could pipe the audio from the Malahite through, and
in the daytime. M0, XM, PC, A1, WNT over
I can't believe I'm listening to a dude from Japan, man.
And Alex, well, thank you.
That's
Nada,
fucking brilliant,
and,
that.
That's interesting to know.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do DSD on the Malahite.
Naming short or some different names as well. I have some knowledge to get back to my friend Arthur with. So I see, good. I'll make this my final over. Thank you for your information, and I'm sure there are others that may like to speak here on TV UK. I am using FC70D into a Raspberry Pi based hotspot. So there's my conditions
There's dudes
here.
using a Raspberry Pi.
And, yeah, it's very nice to speak your contact today. So I'll make this my final message. So back to you from M0 Alex.
Yeah, thank you very much for the description. Yes, you are using TCD. I understand. This
This is
one of
fucking
the best model,
awesome.
one of the best model on the old Japanese ODI products. Because STM 400
There has
and
to be a net repeater. There has to be. There's no way that this can be anything other than the internet. There's no way you're getting a signal on the radio from Japan on the 2 meter band. Unless you're fucking broadcasting at like fucking a megawatt or something.
Well,
HF, yes, probably. If you had a good enough antenna, you could probably receive a HF signal from Japan. But you're not picking up a 2 meter band signal from Japan without the internet. Which is a bit of a shit though, because it is a bit like cheating, isn't it, using the internet to do it. Because at that point you may as well just use WhatsApp or Facebook or some shit like that. But yeah, CDREU, this is fucking quality, mate. But the thing is, I'm using 2 PCs to do it. If you were to do it on one machine, you'd need to fuck around with software like Loopback on the Mac or VD audio cable, and then basically funneling audio from one app to the other. Whereas because I'm doing this on 2 PC, I've got a dedicated Stream PC. I'm able to use... Alright Tim, I've got a guy from Japan here. This is fucking a Japanese dude on 2 meter band. I'm well happy. And it's digital mode. Yeah, I'm going in a bit anyway because it's going to be an early morning for me as well. I'm not on for much longer, maybe 15 minutes, half hour tops, I think. Oh, nice, nice.
Wish you some and nice feeling. Thank you very much.
Are you taking the radio with you to Zealand?
JA1WLU M0LXM. Separate the name Martin.
M0LXM.
And yeah,
M0LXM.
the URZ page you'll get there. It's lovely to say thanks for that, and enjoy your day over there in Tokyo. I hope you have some good other contacts on this channel. 7 from now from M0LXM.
I am over the moon. See you later, Tim. I'll catch you on the next one, mate.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Oh, I can't believe I've just been listening to a dude from Japan, man. That is fucking quality. I'm really happy with that, and hopefully when I realised that actually it was going through on the Stream Rig audio channel, which is actually a separate audio channel, I was able to get rid of the digital noise for you guys. So obviously I had to still listen to the digital noise because there's no way for me to separate it, but for you guys I was able to mute the digital noise in the background, and you should have been able to hear me. It'd have only been on the left channel because the app only decodes in mono, so I suspect it's designed for you to... No, I have got the Mac, and the same, in all fairness, this same software that I'm using, all I'm doing is using SDR Connect on this. The SDR Connect software is identical on the Mac as well. So if you have an SDR Play device, this SDR, because it's in early beta at the moment, but this is the software that's going to be on Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi going forward from the SDR Play stuff. But all of the decoding apps are running on Windows, because whilst you can do decoding, the apps are usually free on Windows, whereas on Mac you usually have to pay quite a fucking substantial amount of money. They're not cheap. There's one guy, Black Cat Software, does loads of ham radio apps, but like some of them are like $90. I was like, fucking hell, I ain't got that kind of money. You know, so yeah, a lot of these are on Windows. They're don't get me wrong, they're a bit ghetto, but they're, you know, they're free to use. And for this, a lot of it is a lot better to do with two machines. So basically, all I'm doing is I'm receiving the digital audio on the Legion, and then it's going through a Go XLR mixer on the Stream PC. And I've got a combined version called the Broadcast Stream Mix, which is basically just the that's just the line in from the streaming machine. That just goes straight into the software. So if I'd have unmuted that, you'd have heard all the digital noise. But luckily, the way my audio is routed, it's going in for the 3.5mm, and because I've separated the Stream Mix and the chat audio, because basically how I had it this setup before would be the Broadcast Stream Mix would have been the game audio, Go XLR mic was my audio, and then I separated the chat audio. So for if I had, say, Discord or Xbox Live running on the PC, I could set the chat for the other person at a different volume level, so I could basically balance my mic, their mic, and then the game audio all independently in OBS. Bit of a janky way of doing it when I've got 4 sliders down, but I found it a lot easier to do it that way. But because I've done it that way, it allowed me to mute the incoming audio from the PC, from the laptop, into OBS, so you only got the demodulated digital voice signals. You didn't have to hear the horrible, nasty digital sounds like I was listening to. If I went to mute the digital sounds for me, it muted it for the whole app. So yeah, I had to balance the volumes. But yeah, it's pretty good. How a lot of these apps work is, because it's radio, is usually it's just analog noise. As you can see, that's a digital signal, but effectively it is just analog noise. And then if you funnel that to the relevant apps, it will decode it for you. So same with like the weather facts and slow scan TV. They've all sound slightly different, but they're all variations of like digital noisings. And if you funnel that out through your analog audio jack, you can then decode it using the apps on a separate machine. as I said, you can do it all on one machine, but you would need to mess around with loopback or virtual audio cable or voice meter banana or something like that. The only system I've ever known which you can do it natively on is Linux, because their audio driver allows you to do loopback natively. Virtual cable then. If you already use it, that works alright. So you would be able to do it all on one machine. Are you on a Mac, are you? Yeah, but you can decode, but there's not as many decoders as there are on Windows. So it's a bit of a so on Windows there's as I said, Windows is the ham radio system of choice, really. So unfortunately, Linux has got a few, but they can be quite complicated because a lot of them use command line. And if you're not overly comfortable with Linux terminal, then they can be a bit of a pain in the ass to get set up and running. Whereas Windows has a lot of just plug and play stuff. But yeah, on Mac, you kind of need the Black Cat series of software, but they're expensive. FL Digi, though, it's more close with the Mac, is it? Wait a minute. FL Digi works on the Mac, though, which I use for RTTY, Weather Facts, and CW decoding. That has a Mac client, so that's not so bad. But yeah, the Black Cat guy, yeah, that's it. But yeah, the Black Cat Systems guy, he's like he's got like this multi-mode. There you go, decodes quite a few things, but it's $89. Well, as I said, all of those same apps on Windows are free. And yeah, I tried installing the Linux operating system for ham radio, and to be honest with you, parts of it worked great. But then I couldn't get it to bloody install. I'll have to pull the internal SSDs out maybe and try and install it without them attached. Looks like the local repeaters may be dead tonight. I'm well happy that I got the Japanese dude though. That was quality. That's a dead signal. That's just an open signal. Those I'm almost certain are water meters. Yeah. Hey, the American dude's still there, quite strong. Oh, he did say Japan might start coming in on the 17 meter band. And yeah, there's no Japanese dudes on the 17 meter band. That'd be more impressive if I could receive them on HF without their internet getting in the way. What are we listening to? China radio? I'm gonna go near the buzzer frequency because I want to see if that noise fucking spike, that weird noise, has gone. Oh. Yeah. Oh no, no. Is it? It's faintly there still. Yeah, look, it's faintly there, just behind the buzzer. I want to know what the RTTY is there. I've never been able to code that. That's Pimberg. Oh no, I want 2616.6. Oh. Oh, these are radars. Oh, fucking hell, there's loads of them. I've got the right frequency, haven't I, for the weather facts? Ah. Some arseholes broadcasting radar on my weather fact frequencies. Yeah, 2616.6. Because you need to tune... No, I can for certain things, but I guess once you've been doing it long enough, you can recognise the signal. I suspect that these are radars. It's definitely not DSD. I mean, there's a lot of radars going on here. This entire frequency band is just completely dead. Just going to check, I'm going to mute mine. I want to check the web SDR to see if that's also the same. I'm assuming it probably is. I just used the Dutch one for now. I can't be asked to find Barney's one. At least I know that theirs is sort of okay. 2616.6. Yeah, look, it's got to be radar. Yeah, they're getting as many as I am. Oh, damn it. Dang it. Yeah, looks like ye olde radar. Bastards. I'm going to have a go at the Armetio facts again. You kind of also learn the frequencies for signals as well, so you kind of know where to expect them. So I know 35. Oh, they digital communications, are they? Ah, okay. That's interesting because they look very similar to the radar ones as well. They, yeah. I guess I won't be able to. Ah, okay, that makes sense. So they're Russian digital communications. There's fucking loads of them. Because at first I thought these were the DRM radio stations, but I've never been able to decode them, so I'm assuming they weren't. Ah, CIS 128. There's got to be a way of decoding them or something, isn't there? No doubt. What's this? Was I on the right side band again? Must have been. See, there you go. You can't see it, CGREU. Because I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch, which I've just violated Twitch's terms of service. But there's a viewer on YouTube named Snowzuck who's just confirmed these are CIS-128 Russian digital communication signals. The radars sound more like the machine guns. So Snowzuck was on the other night helping me identify signals as well. Because I've only been doing this about a month. I'm starting to recognise certain signals, but there you go, that's Shannon Volmet, isn't it? Down there, or Military One. But yeah, Snowzuck is helped me identify them. So these are digital communications, but not something I can... Ah, yeah, it could be Stanag as well, yeah. They all look the same and sound the same on there, don't they? But I would suspect they're probably Russian because this one here is right on the frequency for Northwood's radio weather facts, and I would assume that if it was NATO, they wouldn't want to be broadcasting over the top of their own weather facts system. So I suspect this one is probably Russian purely because of the proximity to the weather facts. Because let's face it, NATO should be aware that they've got stuff being broadcast there. No more weather facts tonight by the looks of it. Let's have a quick look at the bands to see if there's anything about. Oh, 160's got some action on it again. Snowzuck, do you have much knowledge in the way of antennas, out of curiosity? I wonder if I could pick your brains.
Die waren von verschiedenen Herstellern. Ich habe allerdings zu sagen...
Well, so this is the speaker wire antenna, which is, we've got a description on screen. And obviously I've got the Scan King there as well, which obviously isn't going to receive much down here, but I've got these noise spikes, and both antennas receive them crystal clear. Look, they're 30k apart, and they're regular as clockwork from about 20 meters upwards. As you can see, there's the Scan King and their speaker wire antenna. Now, I've been reading up that a loop on the ground antenna, so one that goes all the way around my front garden, but on the floor, basically, should be low enough that it should avoid most of the noise that's on here and give me a lower noise floor as well. I didn't know if you had any dealings with loop on grounds. And I'm not sure whether it'd improve my cut, because I've got the bits I've got almost the bits I need to build a loop on the ground. I've got a 5 meter SMA coax, which I can just chuck out the window to the tree in front of my front door. And then all I need to do is get a new electric Ballon 9.1, stick that in a little weatherproof box, so that cost me about 20 quid. And then another load of speaker cable just to run around the front garden in a big square. I've heard they're meant to be they're quite good for HF comms, because they do lower the noise floor compared to, say, a random wire that's up in the trees. I think for the sake of 20 quid and whatnot, it might kill some time at the weekend, if you know what I mean, just to dick about with it. So I've been doing some experimenting over the last week with the antennas. This is an American dude. Very, very faint though. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, speaker wire antenna does perform quite well, but I happen to be in quite a favourable location. So my house, so you've got the road, but then my house is up and set up off the road. So I'm already about 10 metres above road level. No, 5 metres, no, somewhere between 5 and 10 metres above road level. So basically the road cuts through and it's like a valley. There's houses up on one side and houses up on the other. And then literally just behind my house, there's a huge just open field that sort of slopes down. So I'm right on the peak there. And then if I look to the north, because my house is exactly on the compass point, I'm facing exactly south here. That's exactly east. That's exactly west. And behind me is exactly north. So if I face north from my front garden, after about 200-300 meters, again it just opens up to full open fields. South is where the village is. You get a few little houses in the one-way system, old stone-built houses, and then there is a few fields just the other side of that. It's like a little nature walk park thing there. So I happen to be very lucky where I live. I mean, the not 40 meter, the Russian buzzer band I've noticed gives me the highest signal to noise when I look at it. Not signal to noise, the highest noise floor. If you have a look, that noise floor sits at what, S8, something like that. But that being said, if I switch it up a sideband, as you can hear, the buzzer comes in ridiculously loud. Oh, I can imagine it's probably difficult in Paris, mate. Unless you can string a wire antenna up to the top of the Eiffel Tower, mate. Big speaker wire from the top of the Eiffel Tower down to your gaff. That'd be quality. Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'd rather keep speaker wire antenna performs remarkably well. Just don't get caught. I've heard they don't like people climbing the Eiffel Tower, mate. Sorry, Snowzack, I've got Twitch as well, so I'm talking to someone on Twitch at the same time, so I've not gone insane. But yeah, for the sake of a couple of quid, I mean, the speaker wire I'm using is the cheapest, nastiest speaker wire. I can get 25 meters of it for like £4 something. So bear in mind that's 2 quarters of 25 meters. So effectively, if I bought a spool of that, I could have a 50 meter long dipole. And the New Elect Ballon 9.1 is only about 15 quid. So I was thinking of something, maybe an inverted V dipole. I could, because inverted V would be just in the front garden. That would work quite well. The issue I have with regards to going, because to get in the more westerly side of the dipole is, let me just I'll turn that down in my ears so I can hear a bit better. I did try moving speaker wire antenna up to the pole where the Scan King is, but because I couldn't get the Ballon up on top of the pole where the Scan King is, I had to put it in a little box at the bottom. I had 2 meters of cable going, speaker wire going up the pole, and then going across to and so that it didn't work as well. So I've moved it back to where it was. But I was thinking potentially a dipole from the top of the Scan King with one leg going to the tree in the front garden where speaker wire antenna makes its first bend, and then the other leg going to the big apple tree in the back garden. But the issue with the second leg is it would go right in between 2 houses, and I suspect it would just pick up all the electrical nastiness from houses. So that's why I thought maybe not. I'm thinking an inverted V dipole might not be much better than the speaker wire antenna I've got now, but loop on ground looks like a good one to experiment with, purely because it supposedly lowers noise floors. I don't know though. It's more to get rid of those noise spikes, really, to see if I can get around them. Because I've turned all the power off in my house and they didn't go. So I'm expecting that's one of the neighbours or the local power lines. But I mean, when you listen to the buzzer, it's coming in lovely and clear. So, you know, I've done something right here. And the fact that the speaker wire antenna works up on a nice higher frequency as well. I mean, it'll even, it pulls in NOAA satellites better than the bloody Scan King does. That blows my mind. But I mean, it'll even pick up the ADS-B beacons from quite a distance as well. For a piece of speaker wire, let me just go ADS-B, load plugins. So that's just coming in now. It probably won't get many because there's not many in the sky, I assume, at the moment. But let me just... Oh, that's cool, that's cool. I might, for the sake of, as I said, a few quid, and plus, you know, it gives me a spare balance for anything in future, doesn't it? But, I mean, it's only got 4 at the moment, but there you go. One of them is 30-odd nautical mile away on a piece of speaker wire. It's not too bad at all. Supposedly there's 6 aeroplanes it's picking up. Obviously, if I fire up the Scan King, then it'll pick up a fuck ton more, but... you know, the fact that the speaker wire antenna is receiving 1090 is pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. And as I said, speaker wire antenna receives like the pager signals at 153 megahertz quite well. FM it does obviously extremely well. And even digital audio broadcast it pulls in quite well as well, which is again quite surprising. There you go, look, there's an aeroplane at almost 60 nautical miles on that. Birmingham to Budapest. And that's on the old speaker wire, that is. As I said, if I switch over to the Scan King, that vastly then jumps up. But again, this is seeing this sort of setup is what got me to get the Scan King, because seeing that. Because I weren't that fussed about when I first got the SDR. I only wanted HF. I thought I just want to listen to shortwave. That's what I want to listen to. That's what I was playing with on the web SDR in Holland. You know, that's what I want to keep playing with. But then actually, yeah, then I saw things like the ADS-B beacons and the air traffic control frequencies coming in on the speaker wire, and I thought, you know what? I'll get a proper scanner antenna, so that's what I did in the end. It's not the best antenna, but it does the job. It's okay. As I said, it's got a fuck off great. It's got well, it's a tiny little LNA, but it's a powerful LNA. So I mean, it's boosting the signal by like 30 decibels. So it's yeah, that's why it picks up as well as it does. What the hell's Pick? That's Lanzarote. Oh, Glasgow Prestwick. I didn't realise there was a second airport in Glasgow. I've only ever flown out the one airport of Glasgow, just a standard Glasgow. I did not know there was a Prestwick one. Be interesting to see if old Ryanair stays on up the Irish Sea. I think he'll drop off. He's not moving at the... Oh, no, he is moving. Well, maybe he might extend my coverage out to the west. Because where the Scan King was up the tree before, my westerly coverage was, yeah, was gone. Because the house blocks the... So my speaker wire antenna, as the description says, is completely blocked to the west by the house, you see. But the only way I could get a speaker wire antenna into the back would be... I'd have to go either a very long piece of coax around the house, But then again, that would also pick up a load of noise from the house. Or yeah, I just because the only thing that's got me thinking about all of this is when, as I said, and I go back to it, is DX Commander's 1 kilowatt streams. He was going on, oh yeah, I'm broadcasting with 1 kilowatt. And I know he was aiming at one point, but I could barely hear him. I only heard him clearly for a tiny bit. I could hear people talking to him clear as day, but I'm not that far away from him. And even on a kilowatt, even if his antenna is not beaming at my house and it's beaming the other way, on 1 kilowatt, I should have been able to pick up more than I actually did. I mean, it probably doesn't work like that, but but that's what got me experimenting with the antenna positioning for a speaker wire antenna, and why I was shimmying up a pole, well, going up and down the ladder and fucking dangling off the pole and fucking giggling about with speaker wires. As I said, I ended up putting it back to where it was originally. The only good thing is now speaker wire antennas now even higher up the trees. So I've managed to get it another metre up. So on the main tree, on the first tree where it comes from the house and the first tree it hits, that's now, I would say, 4-5 meters up the ground. It's now in line with the bedroom window. So it goes from the top of the bedroom window. It's hooked from the soffit of the house, which is just above the bedroom window. I could lean out and sort of hang off my guttering if I wanted. So it goes from the soffit of the house down to a tree right at the end of my front garden. And as I said, I've now managed to get that up to about... So it has got a slope, and I've left a little bit of droop in it to compensate for any wind, because I get a lot of wind where I am because of being all the fields around and whatnot, and being set up off the road. Any tiny little breeze on a normal day becomes a hurricane where I live. So I've managed to, so it sort of goes from the hook and the soffit, got a little droop just to, I say, compensate for wind, and then it goes about 4 to 5 meters up the tree at the end of the front garden. So it's in line with the bedroom window now. And then where I had the spare wooden broom handle from when I had the Scan King up the tree, I've cable tied that to the hedge on the other side, because I'd actually cut all my hedge back a few weeks ago because it had grown quite large and unruly, and because I didn't own the house, I weren't gonna fucking make any effort because the garden was given to me as a shithole. But now I own the house, I'm trying to make a bit of an effort, so I cut all the hedge back and tidied it up, but I left one little bit sticking up with the antenna cable tied to it. Well, now I've cable tied the broom handle to that bit of the hedge that was sticking up, and the antenna sort of's got a slight dip bit, but it's still almost 4 to 5 meters up there. So it sort of goes to the apple tree, turns on itself 45-degree angle, goes across, and then it goes down to like a tree right at the end of the garden, and it sort of ends just above my head height. I'd say about, no, maybe a bit taller than my head. I'd say about 7-8 foot up. So what's that? 2.5 meters. So it's got a good amount of height on it now. So it's probably, it accounts for it working slightly better. The only issue is where I've been experimenting, I think I've damaged the ballon. Because it's only one of those little new elect ones, and I think the connector for the wires where it joins the circuit board's a bit fucked. So if I put it all back in the weatherproof box, and then suddenly it lost all connection. I was like, what's going on here? And you'd wiggle it and it would come back. So I've actually at the moment jammed a bit of paper in it to sort of bend the connector back on the board, and it works fine now. But at some point, if it fails on me, I'll get a Moonraker 9.1 on one of the big fucking things. Don't get me wrong, the new elect ones are good and they're good value for money. But I think because it's living outdoors. Originally, when I got that ballon, it was inside, so it was right in front of the. In fact, it connected directly to the SDR, and then I ran the speaker wire out of the ballon, out of the bedroom window, and down the garden. Now it goes out with a bit of coax up the window and it lives in a weatherproof box outside. So if I get the Moonraker one, if and when the Balon does completely die, then I can take the weatherproof box out and just put the Moonraker Balon in. But yeah, as I said, for the sake of 20 quid or whatever, I could either go for an inverted V dipole, which would be in the front garden still, and it would go from the where the speaker wire antenna starts here, but then go, because I've heard inverted V dipoles are quite good for noise floor as well, because the ends of them terminate quite close to the ground. So it was more just to see if I could do anything about those noise spikes. Chances are I might not be able to, but I figured it'd be worth a shot to see if I could do something about them. That's why I'm thinking loop on ground, if it's claim, like they claim, is meant to reject a lot of the electrical noise from the houses and stuff, it might actually be a good shout to stick a loop on the ground around there. Nobody really goes in the front garden that much. The only thing I'd have to be careful is that I don't weed whack it when I cut the lawn. But I'm thinking, yeah, I could actually do it fairly easy. So I might do that just to see. I said, for most bands, the noise floor is lovely and low. As you said, it's quite a good noise floor on that. Where the Russian buzzer is the noise floor, because Tim was on the Malahite, so Tim B, who's been on my stream, he was saying his noise floor is a lot lower than mine. But he is in the Netherlands, so he's nowhere near me. And he's using a completely different antenna setup than I am. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's me done for tonight. I've gone a little bit. Yeah. Well, I'm quite happy with my antennas. They both work quite well. As you can see, the Scan King's picking up the aeroplanes, and that's so. This big splat here is my coverage map for the Scan King, so that's working quite well now. The Scan King would only do better if I could get up to the chimney and mount it on there. It could be, yeah, because I have unplugged. I have tried plugging the SDR into the MacBook, and I still get the same. Bear with me. 1 minute, I'm just trying to think. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm going to get my MacBook and we'll try and change computer. I'm hoping that you'd be able to see it. Give me a second. I'll only be here a couple of minutes. Right, so I'm back. So bear with me a second. You're going to lose image from the Windows PC. Oh, yep, there we go. Now, this is the MacBook, and it's running on battery now. You won't get any audio from the MacBook because I've not unplugged the jack from the... Actually, I might be able to do it. 1 minute. Hey, here we go. It's a bit yellow because night mode is on. Although that looks more yellow than I expected it to look. Give me a second. Just need to set the displays to mirror. Range. No. Where's the... Give me... use it. Mirror. There we go. So, yeah, there we go. We're in. Sorry, that's... Yeah, it's because I got night shift turned on. If I turn that off, it'll go its normal colour. But I can't like the night shift normally, although this is very warm. Looks like someone's pissed on my screen. But you're not going to get audio at the minute because, I said I've not unplugged the 3.5mm. Actually, can I? Have I got enough room without undoing all the bloody ties? Give me a second. We'll just have a look. I'm almost certain these... Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to reach it through. Let me just plug that back in. Actually, I know what I can do. Give me a second. Let's go for the audio interface. Yes, here we go. Allow that to connect. Allow the audio output via the 1924. There we go. There we go. So if I now do this, SDR connect. So this is now running on the MacBook, which is running on battery. Speaker wire antenna is now on. And have I got some form of audio? Yeah, squelch is on though. If I go ham low, 20 meters. Yeah, look, the audio, it's all still there, look. So it could be the SDR. I don't have another SDR to test, really.
Some of the islands, what is it, the American Virgin Islands, you wouldn't want to stay there.
Oh, he's quite clear.
Yeah.
He's really clear. Ah, the person speaking back to him. Yeah, look, there you go. The 30 megahertz spike, 30 kilohertz. So look, 159, 189. They're just, yeah, they. Oh, yeah. I'm actually using a genuine RSP1. I'm using RSP1A. I suppose the only way of really testing without spending any more money is to go out in the car with the Road King, which I might do at the weekend. I keep telling myself I'm going to do it, and I never get round to doing it. So, but if you've got it on an RSP1 clone, and I've got it on an official RSP1, it could actually be something to do with the architecture then. In all fairness, I did also have my eyes on a RTL SDR V4, which has the HF built into it without having to use one of those ham it up things. But now you kind of got me interested in making me maybe thinking it is the RSP. Limited edition, yeah, because there's a part in it that's only they're using new old stock. So I need to order one ASAP if I want one.
Can happen.
This American signal is lovely. The V3 is available everywhere. The V4 is limited. I'd have to get it off AliExpress. I might get one actually, just for shits and giggles, because I might get one and run two SDRs at the same time. Maybe have the RSP1A decoding the 1090 for the aeroplane map, and then have the RTL SDR with the speaker wire antenna listening to one of the air traffic controllers, and then I can feel like some sort of aeroplane nerd or something. In all fairness, I really like those aeroplane maps. They're quite... How did you get yours direct? Because RTL SDR say you need to order it from their AliExpress store. I have a look. Because we're in the Europe. We have got a local reseller in the UK. Yeah, the RSP-1A will be better for HF by all accounts. Like Technofix UK website. Oh, look, it's scheduled. But, yeah, look, EU customers, please order from our official AliExpress or eBay stores. So, I'd actually be tempted with that, with the dipole antenna kit. That's on ebay.com. Can I order through ebay.com? Damn it, I hate when it fucking shows my email address. Oh, do you want to log in with your Google Mail account? Fuck off. No, I don't. Stop putting it on the fucking screen when I'm streaming. Can you order from ebay.com? Yeah, I might get this one actually. This whole kit looks pretty decent. I mean, if I want the Mac Daddy for HF, I wonder what one of the best ones for HF is the AirSpy HF Discovery, but they're like 300 fucking quid. If you go to buy one of them, these things are, by all accounts, they're even better than the Alright. Oh no, 169 quid that is, but that only does HF. That's why I went for the SDR play in the end, because it does wideband. So USA can buy at Amazon, worldwide can... Oh wait a minute, you can do it from them. Okay. Oh, China to Royal Mail. Fucking... Oh, that's alright. So that's... Oh, I might do that. I might pick one of them up. AirSpy's good, but it is quite expensive. And it's a limited frequency range. AirSpy is your by all accounts, is their daddy for HF though. As I said, I still want a Malahite DSP2. In fact, look, I've looked at it so much that it's become a shortcut on my browser. That's the one I want. I've got my eyes on that bad boy. That's the one I want. That is what I want. That's the one that Tim B has got, who's actually says it's who says it's actually really good as well. Which is weird because these Malahites are meant to have noise issues with the internal screens. But I think it affects long wave and VLF and stuff, so I mean VLF works. If I can type. What the hell's it doing? Ah, that's why. Oh god, look at all those noise spikes. If I do... I hate this... There we go. Let's narrow that down. And go lower sideband. There you go. See, the VLF stuff works lovely on this. This is by all accounts where the Malahite, you'll see noise spikes from the inbuilt screen. Although it has got better with the DSP2, but by all accounts the DSP3 fixes that. But that's obviously the official Russian made one. Oh, so that Chinese one gets very good reviews, and that's what I'm
Already
after.
today I've had 4 or 5 extra people.
But I do this, look at medium wave light up. Wait a minute, wait a minute. There it. We'll turn bias T off. Medium wave just gets fucking insane.
That I produced on Saturday, which I was willing to go with. It's shown a little
What's
bit
that, 50
competition in
decibel signal to noise on medium wave?
apologise to make on, which I'm not going to.
Tune away from that, can't be listening to that. That might get me a copyright strike, it's too loud and clear. Actually, where is he? We'll have some Brother Stairs fucking sermons before I leave. Hallelujah, motherfucker.
I heard my voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, "Who told thee that thou wast..."
But anyway, yeah, I need to go to bed because I've got work tomorrow. Second day of my new job, and it's all online bloody Microsoft Teams training, so I need to get my beauty sleep, otherwise I'll fall asleep with my laptop on me. Ugh. So yeah. But I might have a look into one of those. Yeah, I've heard those new Elec SDRs are quite good. They're based on the RTL SDR as well. Any SDR, there we go. That does, yeah, it's based on the RTL, and that has. What's the frequency range of that? Ah, there's all different versions of the NESDR. Oh, okay.
Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. Shalt thou eat bread.
And shall eat bread. Hallelujah. 100 kilohertz to 1.75 gigahertz. There you go. I had my eye on that one as well. Because that's. Oh look, it's better than the SDR V3. I mean, the good thing is with new Elec, they're all on Amazon for next day delivery if I wanted them. And they obviously do the Hack RF1, but look how much how expensive the official Hack RF1 is. See, yeah, the noise spike's only... Oh, I'm about to go to bed now, Ian. Ah, it's got no inbuilt preamp. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it is, I imagine. No, I imagine your Chinese clone now will be quite good. I love this cult music, it's funny as hell. Especially when you know that Brother Stair was a sex pest. and was accused of being a cult leader. Just when you know the background of him, listening to these sermons and how angry he gets, it's just like, it's funny as fuck. As I said, kind of reminds me of Kenneth Copeland. Yeah, well, as I said, I want a Malahite. I wouldn't mind picking up an RTL SDR V4 before they become out of stock completely. Because obviously they use a part that isn't available anymore, so I might pick one of them up just to have it before it goes out of stock. And if I get it with the antenna package, the antennas might be useful for something. Yeah, mount them on the side of the car, see if they do anything. Yeah, well, it's small enough. And as I said, I've got the old spare work phone from years ago that nobody wants back. And that will run the RTL SDR on Android. So that could be a temporary fucking Malahite until I get the real one. Get my temporary Malahite fixed with an old fucking shitty Android phone and an RTL SDR hanging off the bottom of it. You've got a V4. How good does that perform on HF? Let me turn the volume down because my little one's going to sleep and I'm... Yeah, that's it. 1 second, I'm just shutting my bedroom door. Bear with me. Yeah, that's what I like about it. It's tiny. As I said, I might get one of them just because I just want to see if it sorts. Because as I said, these noise spikes here from 20 meter band upwards every 30 kilohertz are winding me up a bit. And I'm on a completely different laptop at the moment. As you see, I'm on ye olde Mac. I mean, the thing is, as you can see, I'm receiving lovely on the 20 meter band. It is receiving lovely. It's just those noise spikes. I've unplugged everything in the house. As I said, I did it one morning. I went and just turned the master breaker off in the house to isolate everything. I know it'll never be perfect, but you know, I want to make it better. I want to see. That's why I'm looking at a loop on ground antenna as well, just for shits and giggles. He's fading now. I have to admit though, Skaz, the MacBook trackpad is its weak point again with this app. Yeah, I know. That's why I want to try a loop on ground antenna, just for shits and giggles. Or a GA800. Oh, oh, hello. You didn't like the Mac with SDR++. Yeah, well, I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try a loop on ground. I mean, I've got quite a decent noise floor here. My noise floor is not bad at all. Get those little crawlers along the bottom there. But yeah, look. I mean, this is 20 meters. My worst noise floor in HF, so 160 meters is, if I turn the RF notch on, is nice and low. The 80 meter that's a bit higher, and it has a little step down as well. But I mean, that's what, S5.5, S6, something like that. Yeah, I know. So yeah, the noise floor on this, and the signal is great. Speaker wire antenna does work very well. I can't complain about it. But you know what it is, I like experimenting. You know me, I like tinkering with stuff.
And that's used for all
But I'm not going to tinker with speaker wire antenna anymore because that is working well.
John did tell me what to buy.
I'll just put another one instead in. Yeah, 60 meters is, again, a fairly nice low noise floor. 40 meters, that's where it starts going up a bit. But again, S6, not too bad. That's the radar there. 30 meters drops nicely. 20 meters is a nice low noise floor, but that is where you then get those horrible spikes. So 30 meters is what, 10 meg, but that does zoom in. Bear me a second, let me back out of that. There we go. So we're looking at 10, 1040, 1070. So no, that's where the noise spikes start, from about 10 megahertz up. Yeah, we'll get out and get out. I'll get out at some point. I was meaning to at the weekend, but then I just never got round to it. Let me back out of the 40 band. Oh Christ, there's loads. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's China radio, isn't it? It's got to be. Man, that's a fucking redonkulously strong signal. So I think, yeah, like... Yeah, see you later, CDREU. Don't go climbing the Eiffel Tower in daylight, that's all I'm saying. Do it at night time when the police are less likely to find you. Then run your speaker wire up there. For those on YouTube, CDREU's on my Twitch channel. I multi-stream this. So, I mean, these China Radio Internationals, they come through ridiculously strong as well, so... I'm assuming it's China Radio International. But yeah, you don't get caught climbing that Eiffel Tower. I mean, that'd be the best way of getting a good signal. I imagine the signal you'd get off if you could get an antenna right on top of that thing. I mean, that's quite a good signal, that is. Anyway, I'm gonna disappear, people. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Cheers for the follow CDREU on Twitch and for chatting away. And Skaz, Ian, where are you? Snowzerk and Tim. I know he's gone now because he's got an early morning. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And I will catch you on the next one. Probably tomorrow now, I think. Yeah, 73 and all that. Yeah, I'm going to be going forward on weekdays. There'll probably be slightly shorter streams. I'll probably try and get on about 8 until 10, half 10. Because obviously I'm back at work again now, and I'm starting a new job, and I actually need to get my beauty sleep. Don't look this ugly without it. So, I'll be doing shorter streams. So obviously, I was on leave last week, so I was doing big old 5-hour ones. So, yeah, I'll try and keep on between 8 and 10 most nights if I can. So, yeah, anyway, I will catch you guys on the